This is the Rossaveal Martello Tower on the shores of Castle Bay in Connemara. It was built between 1811 and 1814 to a design inspired by a fort at Mortella Bay in Corsica. The purpose of the Martello Towers were to repel the French, who in 1810 were preparing to send a large-scale expeditionary force into Ireland. The tower here was equipped with a 24-pound rotating crown. There were about 50 Martello Towers built in Ireland, most of which are on the east coast, and the Rossaveal Tower was manned by 30 men and one officer, and was whitewashed with lime, so it stood out. The garrison of men were housed in cottages behind the tower, but they have long since been demolished and the stone used elsewhere. At the time of building the Martello, it is unlikely that more than one or two locals would have been able to talk to the soldiers in English, as Irish Gaelic was the spoken language. Education for Irish Catholics had been suppressed under the penal laws, but hedge schools flourished by the 1800s, in which scholars travelled around the countryside, giving a few days' instruction every few weeks to students. If a member of the community acted as an emissary to the soldiers, or the kelp ash buyers, it was most likely to be a male, as the schooling was twice as biased towards the male population. This diagram shows a typical layout of the inside of a tower. Keeping the powder, fuses and musket cartridges dry was a major concern, so vents were installed on the roof to channel air down to the magazine store. Chimneys for heating and cooking were built into the walls, and there was a fireplace in each room of the casement level. Rossaveal Martello Tower was handed over to the Coast Guard when the soldiers left in around 1870. The Waters family, who manned the Coast Guard station about 2 kilometres away, looked after the whitewashing and inspection of the tower until about 1922, after which it started to deteriorate and was looted for the limestone, the internal fittings and the stone from the barracks and soldiers' houses.